And the Titans of Frisco Centennial continue to ramble here down the field. We'll see who draws first blood with 9:46 and ticking in the first quarter. Centennial comes up the line of scrimmage. They'll put two wideouts either side from the left hash mark out of the shotgun with the tailback to his right. Quarterback will throw it out to the left flat, and he'll be kind of slung out of bounds at the Colony Cougar 40-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Centennial Titans. And Garnett, as has been this season, we're soft out in the flat, and now we're giving up 10 yards to throw.
Yeah,
it's ugly, man.
And Centennial is taking what we're giving them. If we're going to play back like that, Centennial is just coming up and throwing to the flats, and if you're giving them 5 or 6 yards, they're taking those 5 or 6 yards.
So Centennial now comes up to the line of scrimmage. So they're gonna bring him in tight inside the hash marks on the right side. Quarterback will roll out to his right, looks downfield, throws. He's got a man open. He's caught at the 20. He's taking it down to the 20, and the Colony Cougar defensive backs ride him all the way to the goal line, where he'll spike the ball just past the goal line. And the Titans draw first blood against the undefeated Colony Cougars here. With 9:21 to play in the first quarter, your Colony Cougars trail 6-0 as the Titans on their first drive of the ball game take it right down the middle of the field and score on the Colony Cougars. They'll set up for the PAT, and the Cougars will get ready to try to make some effect on this kicker. Snaps away, kick is up, and it looks good. And it is 7-0 as your Cougars now trail the Titans with 9:21 to go, and your Cougars will get their first shot at it here in just a minute. And I guess we'll figure out if the Colony Cougars can pull another one out of the hat here this week, Garnett.
Yeah, that was poor tackling, poor execution on that drive there by the Cougars. Our quarterback rolled out there, and he had a receiver underneath, and he had a receiver deep. And the Cougars rode with the receiver underneath, and he just threw it over the top. And then as the Cougars was trying to tackle him, he drug him about 5 yards into the end zone there. Nice play design, nice play set up there. Each team has had a week off to prepare for this. This is the first district game for both teams coming into the game. So, it's gonna be a good district here. Frisco. Frisco schools with the Little Elm and the Colony are the only outside schools. So Colony one of the undefeated teams in non-district play. So tonight is the first district game of the season.
So the Titans will line up for the kickoff. Colony Cougar receiving team is out on the field, and they'll put their standard Gonzalez, Price, and who do they got? Wesley on the left side. Kick is up, and they're going to squib it down to about the Cougar 25-yard line. It'll be fair caught by number 9. Who is Madman number 9?
Hustleton?
We take a whipping on pronouncing this boy's name, but what do you think it is?
Hustleton.
Hustleton?
Yeah.
Okay. So Hustleton makes it to the football. And they'll spot it at the 25-yard line. It'll be Colony Cougar first down. First one of the ball game. We'll hope it's not the last. And the Cougar offense will bring it onto the field as the Titan defense spreads out. And these two teams are facing it off here as the Cougars now will take their first stab at pay dirt. They'll put twins on either side. Quarterback about 5 yards deep. They'll put a man in motion across the set to the right. Quarterback rolls out to his left under pressure. Finds a man downfield, throws it, and it's caught at the 40-yard line. And this is going to be a first play touchdown again for the Colony Cougars. They seem to be making a habit of this here.
Looked like it may be coming back.
It looks like we got a little bit of laundry on the field. Let's see what we got.
Oh,
it's going to be a hold on the Cougars.
How is that a hold?
And they're going to bring this one back. Hey, we're getting a taste of that home we're cooking tonight already here, folks, in Frisco, Texas.
Wow.
As they're going to bring that one back to the line of scrimmage, and the Colony Cougars now are going to get to try it again.
And Centennial had no answer for that play. I'd come back to it later in the game.
I'd come back to it right now. They can't keep up with that boy down the left side. So
well, they faked the jet sweep, and the linebacker was coming in on that jet sweep. And just totally ran by the play.
Pitch it to the jet sweep man this time. Only problem is they're running him to the short side, which is a problem.
Wow.
So the Cougars are going to take a a 10-yard drop on this. It'll be 1st and 20 from the 15.
Let's hope we can come back.
And the
off of
Cougars now will come up to the line of scrimmage. Same set. 2-step drop. Quarterback scrambles to his right. Under pressure again. He'll throw it downfield. Caught at the 30-yard line, and he'll be knocked forward to about the 33.
Good gain on
and
the play.
big gain, about 18 yards, 17 yards on the play, and they'll back them up a yard. Cougars will come up to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the left, one to the right. They'll throw it to the flat. It's caught, and he's just covered up on the flat. And Garnett, that's the kind of coverage we're talking about. Had 2 men on him, hard coverage, got nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. Might have lost a yard on the play.
Yeah, and he threw that one to the long side of the field. So it took a while for the ball to get there, and Centennial had a chance to react to the ball. On that one, you want to get it out there quick as possible.
So the Cougars come up, twins on either side from the right hash mark out of the shotgun. Wesley at the fullback spot to the right of Harrington, the quarterback. And what do we got? They're going to mark off another false start on the Colony Cougars. Awesome.
I think the tackle thought we were going on a quick count, and they weren't going on a quick count that time, and
they're going to give up another 5. So it'll be 2nd and 8 as the Cougars are trying to make this as difficult as possible here in this first drive. They'll put twins out either side. Wide side twins will go all the way to the numbers. Out of the shotgun, Harrington will take the snap. Got pressure, but comes out of the pocket. Wings it. Where in the world was he throwing that football?
I don't know, but he got hit late, so that's going to be a personal foul. I mean, that was way after the play.
Way after the play. Holy cow, Harrington's balled up on the field here. This could be bad news for the Cougars if Harrington can't pull it together and rub a little dirt on it, get back on the field here, and he's really shook up on this play.
Yeah, he should be tossed out for that.
Wow, that was awful.
And he's high-fiving his team like he did a good job, but he should be tossed out for that. Now the ref is talking to him like, dude, come on, man.
They're not going to give him a personal foul on that? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they threw the flag. Yeah, but he hit him way after the ball was gone.
So Harrington releases the ball, and about 5-6 seconds later gets just pile-driven by a Titan defender still on the field. They've got him up and taking him off right now. So the Colony Cougars now, they're going to mark off a big 15-yarder. That'll be a first down for the Colony Cougars. Not the way you want to get it, but they'll have to bring on the backup quarterback here and see if this offense can keep clicking with the backup. Harrington probably over there trying to pump some life into him. Twins on either side.
Oh, he is ejected.
Oh, they did eject him. Nice. So Titans lose a player over aggressive here in the first quarter, and he'll be done for the night. Huh?
He left his flag at the 20.
Yeah, that'll just make it so they don't have to throw it on the next play for the next foul, right? It's already on the field.
Problem solved.
So White Hat goes and collects the laundry at the 20-yard line. The Colony Cougars now 1st and 10 from their own 42. And the Titans lose a player here early in the game for clearly a unsportsmanlike
I mean, it was clear.
waylay on the quarterback.
He was over there high-fiving.
Colony comes up to the line of scrimmage out of the shotgun. Here we go. It's a quarterback keeper out around the left side. He's got lots of room to run. Takes it down to about the 20. Who was that? Gonzalez?
That was Gonzalez.
It was Gonzalez, number 3 at the quarterback spot. Direct snap to him. Takes it out around the left side and moves it out to the Titan 30-yard line, pretty much unabated. Like had some good blocks out on the edge, but got it up the field very quickly, which we haven't seen from Gonzalez in the last couple of weeks. He's been kind of slow turning the corner, and they'll move the chains. It'll be first down from the Colony Cougars, and that'll be from the Titan 32-yard line. The Cougars come up the line of scrimmage. Gonzalez still on the no. Did they put Harrington back in?
Yeah, he came back in.
Harrington back on the field. I guess they rubbed enough dirt on it. He'll scramble out to his right, looking downfield. Harrington going to keep it down to the 20. Runs out of bounds at the Titan 18. Harrington sucks it up and brings a first down to the Colony Cougars. That'll be a third one in this drive. Cougars now 1st and 10 from the Titan 18. As Harrington brings his team up to the line of scrimmage, twins either side. The left wide sides are out about the numbers from the right hash mark. Harrington will take the snap. He'll hand it to Weasley. Fake up the middle, play action. It'll be a Harrington keeper, and he'll run around the left side, take it down to about the 7-yard line. It'll be first and goal from the 7 as Harrington. Why in the world did he not cut back to the right and take it to the end zone?
I think he thought he was going to, and I don't know why he just didn't try to outrun those guys.
So Harrington now brings his team up to the field. He'll step back, looks to the corner, fires across the middle, and it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Colony Cougars will turn the ball over. Tackled at the – oh, did he fumble it? Colony Cougars will fire an interception in the end zone. Not sure where he was throwing that one either. He threw it right smack dab to the Titan. And the Colony Cougars now will turn it over, and the Titans will bring it out to their own 6-yard line. The defense will come out, and the Cougars miss an excellent opportunity to put 6 on the board here in Frisco, Texas. With 7:36 to go here in the first quarter, your Colony Cougars trail the Frisco Centennial Titans 7-0.
And as bad as it looked, so many mistakes. They were just about to overcome those mistakes. You go back to that previous play. Thought Mike should have cut it up, but didn't throw the interception there. But we'll see.
Titans will give it to their fullback, try to ramble this thing out. He'll pick up a couple of yards out to around the 8-yard line. Picks up, big 1 yard, 2 yards. And the Titans now trying to get a little breathing room so they can work here in the end of the field.
Well, I go back to that, that Titan that got the personal foul there. He's a little overzealous. It's their homecoming. We used to always like to, we coming in other teams and they made us their homecoming game, and we love to spoil that homecoming.
So the defense comes up big for the
Yeah,
Colony Cougars as
go.
they rally and drop was that the fullback? Another play action to the right. And
let's see if Cougars can be spoilers tonight and spoil this.
they're gonna say he got back to the line of scrimmage on that. Are you kidding me?
No, he lost a yard on that one.
So 3rd and 9 from the Centennial. What is it? 7-yard line. They come out. They'll put twins out either side of the field, taking the snap almost at the goal line. They'll pause, look to the sideline to get the call revised. He's got his tailback to the left of the quarterback. Ball spot in the middle of the field. And looks like Centennial's going to call timeout. Think about this one as the Colony Cougars are putting a lot of pressure on Centennial. 3rd and 9, big 3rd down for the Colony Cougars to force a punt out of the end zone of the Titans. And we'll see if they can make that happen.
Yeah, and if we can get a big stop here, we can get the ball back in pretty decent field position, and hopefully we can go down and get their score this time around. But yeah, this is a big 3rd down right here, especially after the turnover to get a stop right here.
And the Colony Cougars now come out and ready on defense as
Yeah, and Centennial calls a timeout because the play clock got away from him. I was watching it down there in the corner there. He called timeout right before the play clock went to 0. And a big rush put on by the Cougars defense there as quarterback for Centennial had nowhere to go and just threw the ball out of bounds. So good defensive stance there by the Cougars after the turnover. So it'll be 4th down and 9, and looks like Centennial is bringing on the punt team. And we're going to have, looks like Gonzalez and Sharik Taylor back to receive the punt here for the Cougars. And I like this move here. Get two back. That way you can protect against the rollback, and hopefully they can get some good field position. And it looks like the kick is out of bounds about the 30. 33-yard line. So the Cougars would take over from there, 1st and 10. 37.
Nope. You keep calling the game.
We get a handoff there to Wesley for the Cougars. Gain of about 8 yards, so it'll be second and 3 for the Cougars.
That was a nice run for the freshman. And out of the shotguns, Harrington will take it. He'll hand it to Wesley again.
Oh, he
Stumbles.
breaks through.
Oh, and he breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage and stumbles forward and catches his footing again. And
That's the way he keeps turning his
makes
legs
it down
right
to the
there.
11-yard line, 12-yard line.
I told you he gets his legs.
No, 14-yard line. What a crappy spot. And Wesley again giving him the call again. Oh, and he keeps his feet. Wesley's going to power this one in from the 14-yard line, and the freshman drives it right down the throat of the Centennial Titans to put 6 points on the board for the Colony Cougars as they now trail 7-6 here with 5:25 to go in the first quarter. The
And that's what I
freshman
thought.
Wesley keeps the feet moving and spinning around. Looks like a pinball inside the hash marks as it makes it into the end zone. Colony Cougars will set up for the PAT with Alberon doing the honors on the kick here. And snap is back, and the kick is up. And it looks good as Alberon threads the needle with that one. And the Colony Cougars bring this one even with 5:25 to go in the quarter.
Well, and you know, so Wesley scores there, you know, and that's what I was looking for. That previous turnover was, you know, Mikey had that big run. I thought he was going to hand it off to Wesley there. And a nice comeback there. They just said, okay, come on, we're going to feed the monster right here. And they fed him 3 times, and what you get, touchdown.
So I'm not sure what I know we dropped out on the stream, but the Colony Cougars on 3 consecutive plays with Wesley ran it right up the middle of the field, and Wesley powered it in from the 14 to score 6 on the Titans. And the Cougars have brought this thing even 7-all at 5:25 to go in the quarter. And the Colony Cougars now showing that they've got a football team that is not going to go down without a fight. And the Titans now coming out with their return team as the Cougars get ready to kick off to them for the second time tonight.
And let's give some props to that defense because we've been talking about them all season. Props to that defense for holding the Titans in the field position and making them punt out of the end zone.
Yeah, kept them in the hole. No two ways about that. And now they're going to figure out whether we're going to pooch this thing or kick it home. It is a surprise.
Looks like he's setting up.
Looks like we're setting up for the pooch.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's going to get it
pooch for
about
the
the
right side.
25-yard line.
Oh, and he kicks it deep down to the 8-yard line, and it'll be caught clean. Return man up the middle of the field. He gets a break. No, a block, and he's buried at the 30-yard line as the Titans now have 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line, and the Cougars return kickoff team manages to cover it up in the middle of the field. You know what? If he had followed that one block through the line, that would have been trouble because there was nobody behind that.
Nobody.
Oh, my goodness.
And we had a defender there. He shook him.
I think the turf monster got him a little bit too. So Titans now come out with their offense, Colony Cougar defense on the field. And the Titans will line up 3 wideouts to the right, wide side of the field from the left hash mark out of the shotgun. Quarterback takes a snap. Under pressure, he'll throw it a screen over the middle, and he's met at the line of scrimmage by a cornerback and brought down 1 yard after that. So to the 31, they'll gain 1 on the play. No, he started at the 30, didn't he?
No gain.
He made it back to the line of scrimmage. So no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 31. I didn't compensate for the poor spot of the ball, the homer spot from the 30 to the 31. Didn't catch that earlier. So the Titans will come up to the line of scrimmage now. They'll bring up twins on either side of the ball, set them in tight. It'll be thrown to the flat, and what do we got, a false start?
False start. They were trying to catch the Cougars in their shift on the defensive line and jumped a little early there.
Ruh-roh, so the Titans are going to get rung up for a false start. That'll push them back 5 yards. And
don't the refs know they're getting paid by the boosters?
Well, apparently they've forgotten that play, Garnett. So So the Titans now will come up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 15. Snap is away. They'll hand it to the tailback. He's got a big hole over the left tackle, and he'll be brought down at the 29-yard line. Still not back to the original start of the possession, and they're going to spot that at the 30. How do you get that to the 30-yard line? Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. So the Titans now with a big 3rd and 11 from their own 30-yard line. We'll be figuring out a solution for this Colony Cougar defense. It's applying a little bit of pressure. This quarterback's feeling it, I think, too, Garnett. They're going to put twins out, 2 wideouts across the wide side from the left hash mark. Snaps a little low out of the shotgun. He's going to let this one fly across the middle of the field.
Oh, good defense.
And it's knocked down by the defender, the defensive back.
Nice read.
At the Titan 45, the incomplete, and the Titans will have to come out with their punt squad yet again as the Colony Cougar defense comes up big and holds the Titans on a critical possession for the Titans after a very good score by the Colony Cougars, which basically just dominated the defense of the Titans. Here comes the punt, and it's up. Nice punt down to the Colony Cougar 32. Oh, and they thought he fair caught that thing, but he didn't. But instead of going north and south, he goes to the east and west here. He goes to the south and gets caught at the 32-yard line. So your Colony Cougars get first down.
Well, technically, the stadium is turned the wrong direction.
The stadium is turned the wrong direction.
We like north-south stadiums.
Well, most people like
so
north-south.
So he was running north-south.
He was running north-south.
Like we teach him.
Except in this stadium, he was running east.
Yeah, he got to run east-west.
So so our guy gets it turned sideways and brought down to 32. At least they gave him to the 32-yard line. So the Colony Cougars now come out ready to go. Twins on either side out of the shotgun. Harrington from the right hash mark. Wesley on his left. Snap is away. He'll hand it to Wesley around the right side. Wesley's got a seam, and he gets it. Wesley takes it out to the 45-yard line, catches the defense totally asleep on that play as he catches a nice block on the edge.
And that's Veasley that snuck in there like that.
And, it was?
Yeah, Veasley.
So Veasley running the football now, and he'll come up, look for the screen. No, and he lets it fly deep down. No, and
Gonzalez beats his man.
And Gonzalez beats his man down the right side, catches it at the 10-yard line, and basically walks it in for 6 as your Colony Cougars now go up on the Centennial Titans 7-13 as the Cougars now pull out the big play and down the right side between the numbers and the side of the field and put another 6 on the board on the Centennial Titans and the Colony Cougars PAT on the field. Alberon lining it up for the extra point. And snap is away. Alberon takes the kick up. Man, when he takes his time getting up to the ball to kick that thing, nervous break time. Almost gets it blocked, but he gets it through the needle again, and the Colony Cougars lead the Centennial Titans 7-14, much to the dismay of the Titan defense, with Veasley running this thing up the throat of the Centennial Titans and then down the right side, hooking up to Gonzalez.
Well, and the Cougars came on a quick count on that one, and I think if you're looking at the play, the corner was trying to check Gonzalez and totally missed him. And Gonzalez, he just didn't have the foot speed to catch Gonzalez. Gonzalez coming in with that.
Well, and Gonzalez looked like a man among boys because he had him by a head too.
And he wasn't gonna catch Gonzalez once he had the ball.
What do you mean once he had the ball? He didn't catch him, covering him down the field.
That's what I'm saying.
He was 5 yards wide open down the right side. Poor cornerback just.
Yeah, and he's got to have some help over the top. And he missed. He tried to check him at the line of scrimmage, missed him.
That boy's gonna have to pedal faster, is what that comes down to. So the Cougar kickoff team lines up on the field. They look like they're lining up for a deep kick. We'll see what happens here. The Centennial Titans are lined up with 3 deep men. And he kicks it to the left side, kind of weird kick down to the 10. It's caught clean. And the return man is coming back across the left side of the field, and he's met at the 20-yard line. And he'll try to do a weak stiff arm and bring it out to the left hash marks down to about the 23-yard line of the Titans. Let's see where they spot this thing. it's anybody's guess because I'm not quite sure if the bifocals are messing up the referees tonight or what it is, but something is warping their vision, and the ball spots are not exactly where the kids fall. So, but they did get this one right at the 23-yard line, and the Colony Cougar defense is on the field ready to go as the Titans now huddled up on the offense, and we got some coaches down there excited about something.
Well, he's trying to tell them to hurry up and get on the field because the play clock is ticking.
We got 7 seconds here as the Centennial Titans are trying to figure it out. They put 3 wide out to the wide side from the left hash mark out of the shotgun. Snap is away. He'll step back, 2-step drop down the left side. Oh, and it's almost picked off as he's double covered on the sideline, and the Colony Cougar defender almost reeled that one in. Number 14 made a great stop and play for the interception.
Yeah, that's Wallach, Steven. Thought he had that ball, and he had it and went through his hands there. But that's a good read on that ball.
So the Colony Cougars now defense comes up with a big play against the Titans. Titans still 2nd and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
Look like they switched quarterbacks too.
And they're going to hand it off to the tailback. Tailback's a big old boy. I don't know what he's weighing in at, but he's stout. He'll take it down to the 27-yard line. He pile drove somebody at the line of scrimmage, manages to make up for a couple of stops on the Colony Cougar defense. He'll pick up 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6 from what looks like the 27-yard line of the Titans. And Titans will come out now with 3 wideouts to the wide side of the field from the left hash mark out of the shotgun. Tailback 2 behind the quarterback. Snap is away. No drop. No drop. Passes it out to the flat. It's caught for a first down, and he'll be dropped at the 37-yard line of the Titans, and they'll move the chains. And the Titans come up with a solution for that Colony Cougar suffocating defense. And the quarterback didn't even drop on that one, Garnett.
No, he threw it to the wide side of the field and had a clear out, and that receiver was one-on-one on the corner and broke inside, and the ball hit him right in stride. That's why he didn't take that deep drop.
So the Cougars, or the Centennial, come up from the right hash mark this time. Twins on either side out of the shotgun. Snap is away. 2-step drop. He'll look across the middle, and he's caught it at the 45-yard line of the Titans. A pickup of about 7. And can you believe that he is standing at the 46? Give me a break. So they'll spot this thing in the middle of the field. It's easier to kind of fudge the spot if you're in the middle of the field and there's no hash marks. So they'll pick up another yard due to the referee's spectacular ability to spot the football. And the Titans now on the move, 2nd and 2, 3 from the 46-yard line. They'll come up with a T-set in the backfield, 2 wideouts to the wide side, 1 to the short side from the left hash mark. They're going to hand it to the right tailback. He's going to bring it around 2 to 45, breaks a tackle, and then is pushed out of bounds at the 46, 47. When's that ref going to quit walking? Takes it down to the 48. There's no way he got that far.
I think he's going to give him a first down.
Well, clearly he is. He kept walking to get past the chains, for Pete's sake.
Yep, he's going to give him a first down.
Unbelievable. So they're going to give the Titans a first down with 50 seconds to go in the quarter. The Titans on the move here. They'll have first down from the 48-yard line of the Titans, trying to get across midfield here in this drive. And the Titans come up. They got a new quarterback out there. He's a big old tall drink of water. And he'll be in the shotgun. Twins on either side. Tailback to his right. He'll step back, 3-step drop. He'll let this one fly. It is short. He's under pressure, and he took a thumping on throwing that football. Rolled him back a couple of yards, and he'll throw that one way short. And, man, if our cornerback could take 2 steps forward, he'd have caught that thing. And the Titans now trying to come up now to continue to move this football as they still have 2nd and 10 from their own 48-yard line here in Frisco, Texas at the Memorial Stadium. The Titans will come out now, put 2 wideouts to the short side from the left hash mark out of the shotgun. Snap is away. Play action fake. It'll be handed off to the tailback. He'll go around the wide side. There's no blocking out there, but he's managed to stretch it out. Still running down the side, and he'll be brought out of bounds at about the 31-yard line of the Colony Cougars. Picks up Man, a carry of about 21 on the play.
Yeah, and I think he's going to get a face mask, too. It looks like the Cougars got a handful of the face masks as they were trying to make that tackle.
Well, that would be fitting to give him a personal foul on top of an excellent run. And, yeah, they're going to.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Face mask was on the running back?
What? Must
Wow.
have been a bad stiff arm?
Wow.
Holy cow, they call a personal foul on the Titans, and they're going to bring this one back to the Titan 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 18 from the Titan 40. The Colony Cougars just got a gift on this thing with 35 seconds to go in the quarter. The Colony Cougars lead this thing 14-7, and the Titans trying to stay in the ball game here as they go into the I formation with a slot back. They'll hand it off to the tailback who's trying to play off that slot back block, and he's just stood up at the line of scrimmage. And might have picked up one on the carry, but I don't think so. Yeah, brought it back to the line of scrimmage. Still at the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 18 from the 40 as the Cougar defense held strong on that play. And somehow he did not, Garnett, get in behind that slot back block and just got stood up at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like the Titans are going to think about this one again, call another timeout.
No, they're going to
Oh, that's quarter.
Quarter.
So they're going to swap into the field. They're going to take the quarter break to take the time to talk about it here. And the Colony Cougars are right now kind of in control of this ball game as the Titans are in a hole trying to dig out. This is going to be a big 3rd down play for this defense, Garnett.
Yeah.
They cannot play soft here and give up 5-10 yards and let these guys get down the field.
No, we need to take care of business right here. Go ahead and get a big old stop here and make Frisco punt this ball out. What you don't want to do is let a team stay around in the ball game, and then it comes down to the 4th quarter. This team is 0-3. You're 3-0. Put some show them who has a muscle. Go ahead, take care of your business.
So the Cougars now swap ends of the field, and the And the
How does this work? Are you gonna need phantom power for that?
Oh!
so the Cougars now
Dodged a bullet there as Centennial had a man going out into the flats and just threw it out of the reach of the Cougar defender over there.
that was a very big bullet dodge by the Colony Cougar defense. Now the Titans will bring out their punt squad. Punter lined up, and they're going to run it to the right side. The punter kicks it down the right side of the field.
Oh, come
Going to let
on.
this thing bounce down the field, and they're going to get it. Oh man, down at the 10-yard line. It looks like. So the Colony Cougars will be 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line, out of a hole here. Let's see if the Colony Cougar offense can work this deal. Oh, why did they spot that at the 11? That's ridiculous. So the Colony Cougars now will take over 1st and 10 from their own 11, and clearly in a hole as the Titans got a great Titan bounce on that punt.
Well, and you had 2 people standing back there, and they both looked at it and let it roll through. That's why they had 2.
Well, I'm glad it
Two
didn't bounce
receivers.
up and hit him because that's what it looked like it was about to do. So the Cougars will come out now. They'll put twins on either side, right at the numbers from the left hash mark out of the shotgun. Mikey Harrington brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Who's the running back? I can't see his number, Garnett.
It looks like the Titans had too many people on the field there as they're trying to get their defense adjusted. And just to go back to that at the beginning in the 1st quarter, as Centennial got a little overzealous there and had the personal foul on the really late hit against Mikey. That defender did get thrown out of the game, and I think that's what's causing some of the issues with the Centennial defense is they're making adjustments and kids not really not knowing
What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did leave a big vacancy right there in the middle of their line. And so the Titans are not very organized on defense. They put too many men on the field, and it forces the coaching staff to call timeout, burn a timeout to take care of the overstaffing on the field here, and the Titans now will come back up and line up ready for the play as your Colony Cougars come back on the field. And
it looks like they take the kid out that was guarding Gonzalez. So it looks like they made a switch on corners.
So the snap's away. Mikey will hand it off to the fullback, and he dives forward to the 15, picks up 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was Wesley
from the 15. It'll be a jet sweep around the right side. The Colony Cougars are going to get rung up for a false start.
Yeah. And the thing about that is you got to make sure they're set. If you're going to go quick, everybody's got to be on the same page. I think they were on the same page. They weren't set.
So the Colony Cougars now come up to the line of scrimmage. Twins on either side. And Mikey Harrington out of the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Hand it to, is it Wesley on the field?
Yes.
Wesley takes it around the right side. And
man.
He'd have broke one tackle. He had a clear run to first down.
Yeah.
He's going to pick up 1 as it is, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. And, man, he was just a shoelace away from breaking that play wide open. Had a great block at the line of scrimmage and cleared him, and then he ran east and west, north and south on this field, and just couldn't get it up the field. So Twins on either side, they're going to hand it to Wesley again, try to power this thing up the middle of the field. And they're stopped way short at the line of scrimmage.
Find it? No, I'm trying to do the game.
And so the
looks like the Cougars are going to send on up. And that's a little bit of going too fast sometimes there and not seeing what the defense is giving you. They tried to go with the quick run there again as Wesley was trying to had a couple of pops there before the penalty slowed him down. So it looks like the Cougars are punting.
Is that with Phantom Powder?
Big punt, driving Centennial receiver. Oh, ball is on the ground. Oh. And the gang of Cougars come in and make the tackle. Wow. That was a chance to get the ball back there as the Titans receiver puts the ball on the carpet there, but was able to fall on it before the Cougars were able to track him down. So the ball will be placed at the Titans' 39-yard line where the Cougars will come out and set up on defense. Looks like the Titans are set up in the pistol, handoff. And a big hole on, on the right
goodness,
side.
off the right side,
he
and that's a big
it.
bruiser.
Oh, my
Boy,
goodness.
you let that steamroller get a head steam. I mean, you're going to have 2 or 3 boys have to hit that guy. That's a man. He takes it down to the Colony Cougar 30-yard line, and holy cow, what a hole did that guy have to run in?
Well, and what they did was they came off on the short side away from the where they had the blocking at, and they caught the Cougars slanting into all their blocking. So they came off the weak side
So
there.
the Cougar defense, they were lined up on a wing T here with a slot back to the right. They're going to play action fake it, and it's going to be a reverse around the left side. And he's going to be brought down. Enough for a first down, though, it looks like. They're going to take it down to the Colony Cougar 20-yard line. Pretty sure they're going to spot that at the 20. What do you think?
I don't know. Looks like they're going to put it at the 22.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
So they're going to give him a 2nd and 1.
So the Cougars defense now, and in kind of a hole for themselves from the 22-yard line of the Cougars. 2nd down, 1 to go, about a foot to go, really. Out of the shotgun. Twins on either side. Colony Cougars, the Titans will snap it. They'll hand it off to the fullback again, and he's dropped at the line of scrimmage, actually before the line of scrimmage, but he'll pick up. Nope.
Yeah, he's going to get.
He's going to get the first down.
Yeah. Looked like he fumbled that ball out, but that was actually him going down.
And the Colony Cougar defense now has got a big Big stop in this next set of 4 here. First down from the 20-yard line of the Colony Cougars. And first and 10 for the Titans as they're knocking on the door with 8:19 to go in the quarter. Twins on either side. Out of the shotgun. Nope, they're going to put a slot back to the right. Out of a power I. Shotgun snap. Handed to the tailback. He's going to veer to the left where he doesn't really have any block, but he's got there's no defensive end stepping up to contain, and he's got plenty of room to run. He'll take it down to the Colony Cougar 15. And they're knocking on the door here, Garnett, to score on the Cougars if they can't step up and make a stop.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be 4-down territory with the Titans here. I don't think they'll settle for a field goal. So Cougars going to have to play all these downs here. Yep, and another handoff there, and there he goes, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and he's going to get down to the
2-yard line, 1-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
He's knocking at the door. Oh, yeah, 1-yard line, they're going to spot it.
Yep, and they're running right by the – they're going to go hurry up so the Cougars can't get set up.
They're going to go hurry up and run it right up down their throat, so that, sure enough, and it's going to be a keeper. He didn't make it in.
No.
Good.
He stumbled. Looks like the quarterback and the running back ran into each other. They didn't know who was going to take the ball into the end zone.
So the Cougars now will hold them at the 1-yard line. It'll be second and goal from the 1. The Titans are going to bring in a big bruiser here for their line. Man, he's a big old boy.
Holy moly!
Want to guess where they're fixing to run? They just brought in a tank for their lineman, and he'll be on the left side at the left guard position.
Yeah,
man, he's a monster.
And they're going to hand it off here. There they
go. Right up the left guard. And sure enough,
that's where they run it.
They had a hole big enough for a bus to go through, and Titans now put 6 on the board as they trail your Colony Cougars 13-14 here in Frisco, Texas. This is going to be another barn burner here. You should be here watching this game. We got a pretty good turnout across the field, I see, but it could be better. We're talking about a 5-mile drive, folks, to get over here to Frisco to watch this team. You need to come over and support the boys. They line up for the PAT, and the Frisco team snaps away. Kick is up, and it looks good to me. And the Titans have brought this one even with 14 all. As your Colony Cougars now in Frisco, Texas, are even with the Centennial Titans, 14 all at 6:19 to play in the first half, as the Colony Cougars now give up another 6 points to the Centennial Titans. Garnett, I can't take another heart-stopping game like we had last week.
Well, we've had a couple of mistakes here. You know, we were moving the ball pretty good on the offense there, and the penalties, got to clean up the penalties here. You know, good thing is, we get the ball come out of halftime. We get a big score here. We can get a stop. It's still early in the ball game. Centennial hadn't shown me really much, I still think we're the better team, which I think will prevail in the end.
Let me remind everybody too that this is the district opener for the Colony Cougars against Centennial. So this is for keeps here now. We're past the preseason and the 3-game warm-up. So this one's for keeps. And the Colony Cougars, every team they play from here on out has got a grudge an axe to grind with the Cougars since they went undefeated in district last year. And the Titans now line up for the kickoff. Colony Cougars, they don't have they got 2 men set back. It's going to be an onside kick. Oh, my gosh, and the Cougars cover it up at the Cougar 45. It'll be 1st and 10, your Colony Cougars, from their own 45-yard line with 6:15 to play. And Titans now give the Cougars excellent field position on a gamble to try to get the football back here. With 6 minutes to play in the half, your Colony Cougars now need to come out and put 6 on the board here, Garnett. They need to go tit for tat here and coming in down the stretch in this first half.
Yeah, and I can't believe that the Titans didn't kick off. I don't know. Maybe they were thinking they can get the ball back and score, but to
Well,
give the Cougars excellent field position, I don't think I would have done that.
Cougars put trips out on the right. They flood the zone, and it'll be caught at the 48-yard line. It'll be knocked out of bounds at that spot. And the Cougars will pick up 3 on the play.
And they're going to get a penalty for another hit.
Late hit. Late hit on the receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and this is the one that had the touchdown caught against him, so he's coming out of the game. He must be a little frustrated. Got to play smart.
So they're going to mark this one off, and the Colony Cougars will get a gift from the Titans, a big 15-yarder and a late hit out of bounds on the receiver, and that'll take them down to the Titan 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from that spot as your Colony Cougars line up, trips to the left from the right hash mark. Harrington will drop back. Under pressure, Harrington's going to get dropped at the 46-yard line. And, man, they kind of made up for the penalty there as they covered up Harrington with 3 defenders. And the offensive line of the Colony Cougars just watched that roundup as the Cougars drop 10 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd and 20 from the 46-yard line of the Titans. Snap is away. Harrington steps back. He fires across the middle to Miles Price. Miles Price is off to the races, and here he goes. And Miles Price is going to walk this one in. Did I see a flag fly?
Yeah, he's going to say they weren't lined up.
And so the Cougars are going to get a false start here.
Nah, it looks like it may be a hold on the outside receiver.
You think? Nope, hold on the Colony.
Yep, he threw it over here where the trips were, but which I don't know how he called that play because the receiver ran inside.
He called it on Miller. Called a holding on Miller.
So it's going to be another 10 yards. Ooh.
So the Cougars now really making things difficult for themselves as they'll get pushed back to their own 43-yard line.
That's 2 touchdown plays called back.
2nd and 30. And Harrington will step back in the pocket. He lets one rip down the right side. Man's wide open. Oh, that's got to be a flag. No call and incomplete as now the Colony Cougars will have 3rd and 30 from the 44-yard line. And this thing is getting ugly here, Garnett, as the Colony Cougars can't buy 6 points here.
Yeah, and receiver had his man beat. I think he just misjudged the ball. I think if he'd have kept running, he'd have ran through the ball. I think he stopped and tried to high point the ball.
Snaps away. Harrington steps back, throws to the right. He's under pressure. Harrington looks a little gun shy now. He's pulling the trigger quick on that ball. And the Colony Cougar punt squad will have to come out. They'll turn it over on downs after unfortunately putting it in the end zone and then getting it called back. That's the second one tonight that they've had called back.
Yep, 2 touchdowns called back because of penalties.
Cougars have got to put a stop to the penalty free for all. And the Colony Cougars now line up for the punt. And the Centennial Titans will set 1 man deep. Punt is up. Right down to the deep man. And and the Cougars have got an opportunity here as it's bobbled around by the return man. And let's see who comes up with it.
He tried to pick it up and run.
He did try to pick it up.
As the defender went by. And then he muffed it.
Let's hope he muffed it and the Cougars picked it up.
And the ref is pulling people off and
yeah, he's trying to unravel this mystery.
Trying to crawl in and see who got it.
They're going to give it to the Titans.
They're
still trying to pull the ball back from players.
I think they're fighting. They're still in there fighting. Both teams are pointing. I don't know who came up with it.
I don't either.
They don't know who came up with it.
They're going to give it to the Titans.
Everybody's gone. Who had the ball last? Oh, yep, they're going to give it to the Titans.
So the Titans are going to get this one at the 15-yard line, looks like.
Looks like they were fighting to the end, and then they didn't know who to give it to.
16. So they got to spot it at the 16-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10. And the Colony Cougars really need to come up with a big defensive stop here, Garnett.
Yeah, they got to come up with a stop here.
4:58 in the half. Titans come out, 2 wideouts to the right. Quarterback steps back. He's under a little bit of pressure. Oh my goodness, and he is dropped at the 10. They're going to say it was an incomplete pass, but he was under a lot of pressure. He didn't even see that guy coming up from behind him, and he's pulled down from behind.
And he got blasted.
And yeah, that don't feel good when you don't see that coming. So they
had that double pattern they ran successfully early in the game. Had one underneath, one under the top, and Cougars did a better job this time covering it.
So they'll bring out twins to the right, single out to the left, out of the shotgun. It'll be handed off to the tailback. He's going to get a lot of room to scamper, and he's going to bring it out about 6 yards. Maybe 7 down to the 23-yard line of the Titans. That'll make it 3rd and 3.
Big stop here
from the
Cougars
23.
Can get it. You definitely want to get a stop here.
Big 3rd down by the Cougars here.
Yeah, and try to get the ball back and make it a short field.
So the Cougars with a big 3rd down. 4:20 on the clock and running. In the half, the Cougars need a big stop here. Twins out to the right, single out to the left. Hands off to the tailback, trying to pick up it, and he's dropped short of the first down.
It depends on what spot. Oh, no, he didn't wait.
You got to be kidding me.
Measure.
Oh, my gosh. So they're going to give him the first down.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And the Colony Cougars now.
He didn't even hesitate to wait.
He didn't. The ref just went ahead and moved the chains.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And the Titans now will come up. They didn't even get that ball spotted good. And they
sure didn't.
Chains. Oh, my gosh. So Titans are going to come up with a slot back to the left, 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, out of the shotgun. Snap is away. He's going to hand it to the tailback again. He's clogged up in the middle, the intended spot, and he'll come around the right side. Cuts back to the middle of the field, which I still don't understand. He had all kinds of green to the right, but luckily for us, he ran back into traffic at the Titan 31, pickup of about 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5 yards with 3:13 and the clock running here in the first half. Game even at 14 as the Colony Cougars here in Frisco, Texas, struggling a little bit against this Titan offense. And the Titans will come up to the line of scrimmage. They've got a stud for a tailback here out of the shotgun with a slot back. They're going to run it around the right side behind that slot back. Slot back cleared a big old hole. He's going to take it down to the Colony Cougar 42. And they're going to spot it at the 41.
I can't believe they didn't call false start on that. The whole line jumped over here.
Unbelievable.
I mean, the whole line jumped on the near side. I mean, and they just stood there. Wow.
So 2:34 to go. Titans moving the football. 1st and 10 from the Cougar 42-yard line. I'm sorry, 41-yard line. The referee couldn't get the brakes put on before and ran past where the guy was tackled by a yard. So they spot it where the ref stopped, not where he was tackled. So they'll come out 1st and 10 out of the shotgun, put a man in motion to the left. Snap is away. Quarterback steps back, looks to the right. Timing pass down the right side.
Oh!
He tries to come back for the ball, and it's incomplete. And the Titans now having a difficult time passing against the Cougars, but their run game very effective. Quarterback, I think he's let's make a deal here. They got coaches everywhere signaling a play in. Apparently he's got it now. With 2:05 to go, the Titans will come up to the line of scrimmage. Twins both sides out of the shotgun. Tailback to his right. He'll step back, looks to the flat to the tailback. He's caught it behind the line of scrimmage, and he's brought down at the 48-yard line of the Colony Cougars. He'll lose 3 on the play from the 44-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 13 as the Titans now starting to struggle a little bit, and the Colony Cougar defense comes up with a big play to drop them by 3, and the Titans now struggling a little bit as they come out with a big third down again for the Colony Cougar defense. 3 wide outs to the left, wide side from the right hash mark out of the shotgun. Single wide out to the right. And snap is away. Snap's good. Steps back, two-step drop. He's on the move. Got to run. Oh, man, and he is upended at the 40. Ducks his head, and, man, the defender did not move an inch. And the Titans now are going to be stuck with a 4th and 8. Timeout Cougars with 1:10 to play. This game tied up at 14 in the first half. And, man, oh, man, let's see what can happen here as the Colony Cougars defense comes up with a big play. Those of you on the stream, looks like we've been up for a whopping 24 minutes here. Longest stretch of stream we've got tonight. Somebody must have turned off a microphone or something. We got rid of some interference. So the Colony Cougars now come up with a big third down play, Garnett, again. And now they need to come up with a big 4th down.
Yeah, they got a lot of work to do here.
It's going to be a long minute here before we get to half.
Well, they've proven they can score. The problem is the penalties that come with the score. They got to cut out the penalties when they do score.
Oh yeah, this is craziness. The Cougars, I mean, they really haven't played that good. They've been on in the last 2 games, they've been on a yellow laundry spree here. Got to get the holds under control. And I mean, they've had 2 touchdowns called back tonight. This thing should be a 2-touchdown, 2-possession game right now. The kick is up, the punt is up, downfield, and man, the Titans are going to get another great spot. They're going to put the Colony Cougars in a hole. It's going to be Cougars first down from their own 4-yard line, as the Cougars now have a 58-second time to get this thing 96 yards and go in at half up on the Frisco Titans. Let's see what happens. The worst thing they could do right about now is turn the ball over.
Yeah, you definitely got to be smart, but definitely want to take the chance to score.
So the Cougars are going to come out now. They're ready to go. And here we go. Cougars come up to the line of scrimmage. Mikey's going to be working out of the end zone. I'm sure they're going to give it to Wesley, try to let him pound this thing out and get them a little bit of reading room. They're kind of in a swinging gate type of formation. They got trips out on the right side all the way to the numbers, and they're going to give it to Wesley. He's going to run it right up the middle of the field. He's bouncing around. The freshman making a good run at it out to the 10, and now the whole defense going to pile on, and Wesley's going to take it down to about the 12-yard line. Heck of a run by the freshman, getting the Colony Cougars out of a hole here. He picks up 7 on the run down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3. Harrington steps back 3 steps. Oh, and Miller catches it across the middle. Where is he running?
He's trying to outrun. Oh, he puts 2 big stiff arms.
And Miller, why in the world did he run across the field, giving up 5 yards running across the field?
Yeah, he was trying to get out of bounds.
Miller picks up the first down. Well, get out of bounds on the side you caught it on. Good night.
But he was running a crossing pattern.
So Miller now will pick up the first down. 26 seconds to go. Out of the shotgun.
You got Price 1-on-1, and you got Gonzalez 1-on-1.
We got some speedsters 1-on-1. Mikey will roll out to his left. Got to throw across his body. He does to Miles Price. Catches the ball, and Miles will step out of bounds at the Cougar 41. With 18 seconds to go, Cougars on the move here. They'll move the chains again. First down. Colony Cougars ready to take this thing down the field, and the Cougars on the move now with 18 seconds to go in the half. 14-14 here in Frisco, Texas at Memorial Stadium. The Cougars line up out of the shotgun. Twins on either side, and the Titans are going to call this time their last time out and figure out what they can do to hold the Colony Cougars at bay for the next 18 seconds. Cougars all of a sudden have now got this thing on track and are moving the football, Garnett.
Yeah, and you hate that it's late in the half, but hey, whatever you can do to get you some points, I'm all for it. I just want you to be careful with the football.
I hear you. So the Cougars now are going to try to figure out how they can get this thing to pay dirt in 18 seconds from their own 41-yard line. a mere 59 yards from 6 points here. Not undoable. The Colony Cougars, a big play team this year, have absolutely the personnel to take this thing to the house.
Yeah, they do. Just got to be smart.
And the Cougars line up twins either side. Out of the shotgun, Harrington takes the snap, steps back, quickly throws across the middle, caught by Miller at the Titan 46-yard line, and they're going to move the chains again. Colony Cougar first down. Cougars moving the chains, and the Cougars are going to call a timeout now. They got one left with 13 seconds to go. The Cougars have an opportunity here, Garnett, if they're smart, put this thing in the end zone. Miller's covered up tonight. I'm surprised.
Well, he's getting double covered, but that's putting single coverage on some of the other guys on the team. But they have a timeout, 13 seconds left, so you can possibly run 2 plays here, maybe 3 if you're smart with the football. But if you throw the ball in bounds, you got to make sure you call your timeout quickly if it's not a first down. Remember, the clock stops on the first down. You need to get up quickly and spike. Quickly call your timeout, or you throw it on the sidelines and get out of bounds quickly. And you still got 2 shots at the end zone.
Well, we'll see if they can pull that off. 13 seconds to go. Colony Cougars now.
You can get 2 plays to the end zone here. You can get one more play, and then you can get you 2 more plays to the end zone.
Why are you talking 2 plays here, Garnett?
saying,
One play, put it in the end zone.
Well, that's true too. But you
All right,
got 13 seconds.
They're going to put trips out to the right from the left hash mark out of the shotgun. Harrington takes the snap, rolls out to his right. He's got receivers down the field. He chucks it.
Oh!
And it's short, but did he catch it?
No.
Nope. They're going to call it incomplete. He was at the 30-yard line, caught the ball, 7 seconds to go. And the Colony Cougars now got one more shot at it, maybe 2 if they're lucky, if they don't mess around here.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to put trips out to the right again. You know what's interesting? Have you noticed that Miller's face mask is that tinted blue mess down there? I'm shocked that they're letting him wear a tinted face mask in high school. That's an aside. Twins either side of the ball. Snaps away. Harrington steps back. Throws to Miller. Miller catches it at the 35. They're going to hook and ladder it to Miles Price down the left side. And Miles is going to get caught up at the 18-yard line. That's going to take us to the halftime as the Colony Cougars now tied with the Frisco Centennial Titans, 14-all going into half. And we're going to try to figure out this audio thing here at halftime so you guys aren't totally bored for the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes as these bands come on the field. We'll be back in 28 minutes. 28 minutes. Yeah, I really pay attention at halftime to the bands, can you tell? And so we'll be back then for another exciting half of football. Stream's been up for 32 minutes. I'm super pumped about that. I'm glad you guys have been able to listen to at least 30 minutes uninterrupted football. And thanks for listening to you. This Jeff Green, Garnett Powell here in the booth at Frisco's Stadium here in Frisco, Texas, with Centennial Titans against the Colony Cougars. And we'll see you after half. You're listening to the TCHS Radio Broadcast Network. All right, we're back here after the fabulous halftime show that you did not get to hear. And the teams have taken the field. The Colony Cougars, as is tradition, are kneeling at the 50-yard line and paying their respects to whatever they pay their respects to. And kids are getting ready to make war with the Centennial Titans team once again as the your Colony Cougars now are taking the field to receive the ball here in the second half. Two teams tied, 14 all, so it's like starting a new ball game here in the second half. Colony Cougars will set three-man deep at about the 20-yard line. They'll put Miles Price in the middle of the field at about the 10. And Centennial will kick the ball off, kick it down. It's caught clean at the 8-yard line. And Wesley is up the middle of the field. Man, he made a big cut. No, he's breaks one loose at the 50. He's got room to run, and he takes it down to the Titan 28-yard line as the Colony Cougars have a – huh? He got past the 30? Oh, my gosh. Well, Colony Cougars tackled at the 28. For whatever reason, they were penalized 2 yards by the referee, and it's spot at the 30. So the Colony Cougars, 1st and 10 with a great run off of the off the reception, or the kickoff return. And the Cougars now will pause. And I didn't think the and it's a timing pass to the right corner of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete as the Colony Cougars now take another stab at it. 2nd and 10 from the Titan 30-yard line.
And I like that quick strike, trying to get some points quick into the quarter.
I don't mind the quick strike, but he was covered up like a wet blanket down there.
He was trying to go one-on-one, and I thought he out-jumped and just didn't catch the ball. Going to get a false start again here, it looks like.
No, it's not going to be a false start. It's going to be an encroachment on the defense because, really? They're going to ding us up for that? Wow. So the Cougars will get a false start. 2nd and 15 from the 35 of the Titans. Cougars will come up twins on either side from the left hash mark out of the shotgun. Mikey Harrington will take the snap. He'll pause here. Get a regroup from the sideline, recalls the play. He's got Vesley to his right at the 40-yard line. Snap is away. He turns quickly to the right. And that ball
looks like he had a double slant, and I'm not sure who the ball was intended
That ball
for.
was almost picked off.
Yeah, because I think the inside slant backed away for the backup slant.
So twins again out of the shotgun. It'll be 3rd and 15. Snap is away. Harrington looks back down the left side. Got a man wide open, but he just overthrows him by 5 yards. And the Cougars, with excellent field position, will come away with nothing here. They're going to have to
4-down territory.
Which camera are you on? There you go.
Snap is away. Harrington throws it to the flat. I don't know. Yep, he's going to get the first, maybe 6 points, as Miles Price. Was that Miles Price?
That was.
Miles Price catches it on the slant across the middle and just blazes a trail through the defenders.
Yeah, and broke between two people that ended up colliding into each other. as he stutter steps and then runs past them with that great speed.
As the Miles, the Flash Price, and now for the PAT, Almiron kick is up, and it looks good. And your Colony Cougars now lead the Titans of Frisco, Texas, 21-14 with 11:19 to go here in the third quarter. Colony Cougars come back after a rough start here in the second half, and we'll see if this defense can come out and hold this Titan squad.
There was also a really nice seal block right there in the middle that helped the first contact right after he caught it, and then then the two guys defenders ran into each other.
Are you talking about that hold they missed?
Nope. Couldn't have been a hold.
No hold.
I mean, normally it would have been a hold, but not that.
I gotcha. So,
Well, and the good thing about that too is he hit Price in stride, so Price didn't have to break stride. Matter of fact, he picked up speed as he was catching the ball.
I hear you. So the Cougars now will come out for the kickoff, and let's see if they're gonna. I'm certain they're gonna pooch this thing. Be shocked if they don't. Well, he's lining up like he's gonna hit a home run with it.
I would make him drive the distance.
So Alberon's gonna try to boot this one out of the end zone. Looks like. And what's he do? He kicks it down to about the 3-yard line. Caught clean. Return man's coming out. He's to the 20. Grabbed from behind at the 20. Drugged down at the 22. How do they? He's laying at the 23-yard line, and they spotted at the 22. Man, oh man, he needs to get his bifocals fixed. So the Titans get a cruddy spot finally in the game, and they'll start over 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line as the Titans come out now to try to bring this thing even. With 11:13 to go in the third quarter, your Colony Cougars lead the Centennial Titans 21-14 here in Frisco, Texas, Memorial Stadium. Out of the power eye shotgun, they're going to hand it off another quarterback here. Passed across the middle on the play action fake. Oh man, somebody make a tackle, and he's brought down at the Centennial 43-yard line. We're gonna have a nope. We got a man down on the field, a Colony Cougar. Who is that bad masked man? I can't see the number.
Yeah, it looks
29?
like 24.
24. And we'll see what happens here. We never like to see anybody go down. Certainly not a Cougar. Attending to him on the field here. Never a good sign when they got. Is that Taylor? Is that what that kid's name is? Garnett, you got the.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking at the numbers again. Yeah.
Taylor, right?
Sharik. Yeah, Sharik Taylor.
I'll go with Taylor since I'm not too good at the other name. So Taylor walks off on his own 2 feet, which is always a good sign. Defense back on the field. Centennial, 1st and 10 from their own 41. Snaps away. It's going to be play action. Handed off to the big tailback, and they've definitely found a way to move this football down the field. He'll take it down to the Colony Cougar 45. They'll move the chains again. Another first down for the Titans as the Cougar defense cannot bring this horse down. This kid is a massive running back. Holy cow. I'd leave him out there, let that boy keep running. Well, he lost his shoe in that play, and Titans now come back out. Actually out of a huddle now, and they'll come up and call the play. Come out of a huddle. Don't see that very often these days. Twins on the left, single on the right, slot back to the left. They're going to hand it to the tailback, running to the left edge. Finds room to run. He'll take it down to the Colony Cougar 39, and he'll pick up about 5 on the carry.
Looks like they're just running off tackle there.
And wow, what a bad spot. So they gave him 4 yards on the carry down to the 40-yard line. And Centennial paused at the middle of the field trying to get the signal in. Play clock running at 19, 10-10 to go in the quarter. And they'll run out of the shotgun with a slot back to the left. Twins on the right, single wide out on the left. Play action fake. They'll hand it off to the tailback. He bounces out to the right edge, and he's brought down at the Colony Cougar 25. If somebody doesn't mark that kid earlier in the set, Garnett, they're going to put this one in the end zone in the next two plays. He's picking up 15 yards of carry right now.
Well, they looks like they found a little running play they like. They fake it one way and come back after they get you slanting one direction, and then they cut it back to the backside, and they catch you off guard.
Arnett, we call that a broken play. It was called to the left side, clogged up, and he bounced it out to the right, where there was nobody. Our defensive end. Oh, nice. So we got a false start on the offense. Right end decides to take off down the field before the ball snapped.
Well, and I don't know why he's jumping, because you know they come in with a running play, so he's just trying to get early into his blocking.
The boy's anxious, Garnett. He's out here. He wanted to play football, and by golly, snapped a football, man. Let me play football.
And you know he's out there strictly to block.
So the Titans will lose 5 on that. Back to the Colony Cougar 30. Out of the shotgun, play action again. They'll hand it off to the big tailback again, and he's brought down this time by a host of Cougars at about the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up 1 or 2.
And that's the first time they actually ran into the strength of the defense, and instead of cutting back, they've been running off to the short side.
Well, normally, Garnett, the running back has a little bit of vision and sees that is clogged up where the hole was intended to be, and he's bouncing out on the broke play around the opposite end. This kid actually tried to run in the hole that they had the play designed for, and it was clogged up, much to his dismay, and brought down for about a 2-yard loss after the penalty. So what's that going to bring us to? 2nd and 16 from the Colony 31, and the Titans will call a timeout, and they're going to talk about it because the Cougars stand. They've got an excellent opportunity to shut them down here on 2nd down, put some pressure on them on 3rd down, and get this thing turned over on downs, Garnett.
Yeah.
So the Colony Cougars got some daylight here. They got some room to work as the Titans are back on their heels right now with 2 big plays by the Colony defense, and a couple of penalties to help things out.
Well,
and,
they may be in 4-down territory too. I mean, are you going to kick your 40-yard field goal? Probably not. So it depends on how many yards they get on this, what is it, 2nd down?
2nd and 16 is the mark. So we'll see what the fabulous coaching staff of the Frisco Titans comes up with here. Remember the Titans. And the Titans now take the field. The Colony Cougar defense kind of lollygagging out here. Let's hope they play with a little more intensity than they're setting up here on defense. Cougars line it up. There'll be twins on the right, single wide out on the left. They'll put a man in motion across the set. Play action pass, and it'll be handed to the jet back going across the set. And he picks up about 10 yards on the carry. Let's see where they spot him.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and about 8.
3rd and 8 from the 23-yard line of the Colony Cougars. And the Titans had a nice run there on the jetback sweep.
Looks like Centennial lost a quarterback during halftime. I see him in a shoulder sling over there walking on the sideline.
Titans come out, twins on the right, and they're going to hand it off the big tailback again. Oh, and he's covered up at the 18, and that'll not be enough for the 1st down. And so the Titans have got a decision to make here. Are they going to go for it?
Well, they picked up about 12 yards. So
4th and 4.
4th and 4. So what you're going to go for it. That's what I was talking about earlier. Depends on how many yards they pick up.
I'm giving it to that big horse and letting him run it out around the edge.
Well, and he's coming out, so they're putting the scat back in.
Clearly, their coaching staff's watching a different game than I am. Out of the shotgun, snaps away, play action fake. They're going to hand it to the wily tailback. He's going to take it around. He's going to pick up first down, Garnett. Sure enough, they're going to move the chains. He's going to pick up 6 on the carry. And 4. Well, he got hosed. They're going to take it down to the Colony Cougar 15. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 15. As your Colony Cougar defense now needs to bow up here and hold this Titan offense in this drive. Defense kind of discombobulated right now, swapping around and don't really know what they're doing. They're going to play action fake it again. Tailback off the right side. This boy's running the football down to the 10. He picks up 5 on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the Colony Cougar 10. And the Cougars now having a difficult time trying to find a solution for this offense.
And back to 1.
Titans come out on the set. They're going to run a power. They're going to run a T formation. Twins to the left. They're going to hand it off and play action fake. They're going to pass it to the crossing pattern in the flat, and the Titans take it in for 6 as they bring this thing within 1. 20-21 with 5:33 to go in the third quarter. Colony Cougars give up 6 again. And Garnett, this game is looking like it's going to come down to the wire again.
Yeah, and let's hope the Cougars can come out with some momentum here on the offense, and they got to keep scoring.
PAT, Titans line it up. Snaps away, kick is up. And it is good, and the Titans have tied this one up with 5:33 to play in the third quarter, 21 all. As your Colony Cougar defense now trying to find a solution for the massive tailback of the Titan.
Yeah, and Titans have pretty much said they're abandoning the pass, and they're going to give you a dose of the run all the way through. And the Cougars going to have to find a way to stop this run with their defense.
Well, and they're going to have to figure out how to get the penalties off the offensive side of the board and get this thing down the field, put it in the end zone. You know, that last drive was dismal. They're going to have to come out here and get this thing back on the rails here because I mean, worst case you got to go tit for tat here or this thing gets out of control.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we're late in the game here, you know, or getting late in the game. And it could turn ugly here on the Colony Cougars real quick. So they got to reel this thing in. Cougars bring their receiving team out. They'll sit their deep man back about the 15. Right side up at about the 25, and the left side man at the 20.
Let's see if the Titans make an adjustment from their last kickoff.
Here come the kickoff. Kick is up, and it's caught clean at the 25. And here he goes up the middle of the field. Is that Gonzalez?
Yep.
Oh, Gonzalez breaks it out to the right. Here he goes to the 40, 45, 20, 10. Touchdown. Gonzalez runs the kickoff back, and the Cougars have a man down at the 30-yard line. I don't know what happened, but he doesn't look like he's feeling too good. And Gonzalez runs this thing down, returns the ball up the middle of the field, breaks to the outside and takes it all the way to the house on the kickoff. And your Colony Cougars go up by 6 on the Frisco Centennial Titans, 21-27 in this track meet with 5:19 to go, taking just mere seconds off the clock on the kickoff.
And we talked about that. I mean, that's a risk reward. I mean, we just talked about that, you know, that the Cougars almost ran one back coming out of the half times.
So
and they tried to kick it short, and Gonzalez and the Cougars made a great wall for him, and he was able to find a hole. And
well, you know, the crazy thing is that Gonzalez was on the left side facing with the way the Titans were facing him, and they kicked it down the middle, short down the middle of the field, and that allowed Gonzalez to come across the field and catch it on the run.
Right.
And he was coming to his left, right to left, and the kickoff team did not stay in their lanes. And when he realized that, he cut back to the right side of the field, taking it up the middle about 10 yards, and then cuts back to the right, and there wasn't anybody over there.
Nobody there.
He split two kickoff team guys on the outside, and then there was nobody to run him down.
Right.
So the Cougars line up for the PAT. Snap is away, kick is up, and Albaron will thread another one down the needle, and it'll be 28-21, a one-possession game here as the Colony Cougars, in grand fashion, run the kickoff back to go up by one possession here on the Frisco Titans here at Memorial Stadium in Frisco, Texas. Colony Cougars now trying to match this Titans team. They got to bring a defense out here to play a little bit here, though, Garnett.
Well, and thing about that quick score is your defense didn't have a chance to sit and chat, so they got to come right back out on the field. Hopefully they can catch their breath, and hopefully the coaches talk to them during that injury time out there, and they'll be ready to go.
Well, that might be a good thing that they didn't have time to chat.
The other thing I noticed on that is they made an adjustment. 2 kickoffs ago, Centennial kicked it shorter, and our mid guys fair caught the ball. This time we pushed up a little bit, about 6-7 yards, and so our deep backs were a whole lot shorter than they were, which allowed Gonzalez to catch that ball on the run, like you talked about.
So the Cougars will line up for the kickoff. The Centennial. Have you noticed this kickoff return? They don't seem to stretch it out across the field all the way. They come to the numbers and that's it. And our guys like to get outside the numbers. Kind of interesting. But anyway, here we go. They're lined up. They're going to put their mid guy at about the 15-yard line. Colony Cougars going to kick it deep. It's caught at the 3-yard line, and here he comes. The return man's on the move to the left hash mark. He's got lots of room to run. He may run this one back. And he's tackled at the 38-yard line of the Titans. And did you see this guy over here spotting the football? He marks it at the 38, and then steps forward 2 yards. They're going to put it at the 40. Oh boy! So the Titans will take over 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line.
And the ref in the middle is asking, "Are you sure it's on the 40?"
And the coach on the sideline is about to lose his mind here for the Centennial Titans. And the Titans now take the field. Their offense on the field. They got the big bruiser at the tailback spot. Colony Cougars defense is on the field. Man, they got some tall wideouts too. They're going to hand it to the tailback. He's got room to run, but he's brought down by what looked like a outside cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll pick up a gain of about 3 down to the 43-yard line of the Titans. It'll be 2nd and 7 from their own 43 as the Cougar defense finally steps up and makes a stop.
And all he's doing is just seeing what hole is there, and he's attacking the hole. All they're doing is just calling a base running play, and he's going wherever he can see a hole.
They're going to spread it out with a slot back to the left from the left hash mark. Snap is high, but it's caught. Handed the tailback. He's got lots of room around that edge. Where is our defensive end over there? He's going to run it for about 10 yards. They're going to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Colony Cougar 47-yard line. And the Titans are on the move again. The Cougars cannot stop this running back. Seems crazy to me, but, what do I know about it? So here comes the Colony Cougars. They're going to line it up again. And the Titans will come back out. 2 wideouts to the right wide side from the left hash mark. Single wideout at the numbers from the short side, out of the shotgun. Snap is away. Delayed handoff. They're going to pass it to the flat. Caught. And he's got room to run. Here he goes. And he's run out of bounds at about the Colony Cougar 35-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 36. They'll move the chains. The Titans will pick up another first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Colony Cougar 36 as the Titans continue to move the football down this field, and the Colony Cougar defense unable to stop this, guys.
Well, that's like the first pass play besides a touchdown, but that was a fake off the run. That's really the first pass play they've thrown all quarter.
So now out of the shotgun, they'll put 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the short side from the right hash mark. Snaps away. They're going to play action, fake it, hand it off to the tailback. He'll take it. He'll pick up about 3-4 yards on the carry, and they'll take it down to the Colony 34-yard line. Where are they going to spot this thing? 34, and Titans on the move again. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 34-yard line. And the Colony Cougar defense still cannot find a solution for this running game of the Centennial Titans. Titans will come out now, twins to the left, single to the right, out of the shotgun. Slot back to the left in the set, just off the hip of the end. It'll be handed to the tackle. And, the fullback. Garnett, you know what our defense has not figured out is when they set that slot back in there, they're going to run to the opposite side of the field. They've not run to the slot back side yet. And we have not picked up that telltale. I don't know why not. But they have yet to run to the slot back side. They run to the weak side every time. So the Titans getting ready. They're pick up. What did they pick up? 2 on that carry.
No, it's 3rd and 1.
Third
so
and 1. I'm sorry.
Down.
Big down for the Colony Cougars. Need a big stop here. They need a big penetration from that front line. Snaps away.
There you go.
There you go. Well, they're going to give it to him. They're going to give him that first down. You know they are.
No, it's going to be 4th down. He's a yard short.
I know he's a yard short, but that don't mean nothing. Yeah, they're going to make him go 4th down. 4th and 1 from the Colony Cougar 28, 27-yard line. And the Titans are going to go for it here with 4th down. Huge 4th down play by the Colony Cougar defense. They need a big penetration from that front line. Is Moore on the field? Or is he hurt?
Who?
Moore.
Yeah, he's in there.
He's number 11. Yeah, I see him. So the Cougars now are going to take. Do what? So the Titans are going to burn another timeout with a short 4th and short here. Apparently they had something they didn't like on the Colony defense, and we're going to see what's going to happen here as your Colony Cougars are going to try to hold this Titan offense that they have not been able to find a solution for. The monster tailback they've got running the football. And Titans still talking about it as the Colony Cougars come back onto the field. And see what these Titans can come up with here. Titans line up on the right hash mark. Out of the shotgun, snaps away. They're going to hand it to the tailback around the left side. He's got the first down, no problem. And he's upended at about the Colony 22. They're going to move the chains. First down, Frisco Centennial Titans as they continue to run the football against the Colony Cougars with pretty much no resistance hardly at ever against this Cougar defense. Defense having a difficult time. And Garnett, they're running off that edge, and we can't seem to seal off the edge on this line. I don't get it. So the Titans now spread them out across the field, out of the shotgun. I formation. He'll hand it off to the tailback again, and they're just going to let this guy run this thing all the way to the house. I think pick up another 5 or 6 yards on the carry, down to the Colony Cougar. What did they spot it at? The 18. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 from the Colony 18. And the Titans still running the football at will here against the Colony Cougar defense. Defense having a difficult time maintaining maintaining any kind of bow up against this offense. Here we go. Spread them out again across the field. Put a man in motion to the right. Quarterback steps back, looks out in the flat. He's got a man open, and he catches it at the 8 and falls down at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for the Centennial Titans.
That's going to be a penalty to Frisco.
From the Colony Cougar 5-yard line, and the laundry on the field. Let's see what happens here. And they're going to call false start on the Titans, and that'll bring them back to about the Colony 24-yard line.
Which is huge because Frisco had a man running down the middle of the field as Cougars were on an all-out blitz on that play, and nobody covered the inside guy. They were covered on the outside. Tight end slipped to the middle of the field, was wide open.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line. And the Titans now, they're going to burn their last time out.
No, that's the end of the quarter.
End of the quarter. So we go into the 4th quarter. Your Colony Cougars leading 28-21. Not looking good right now, though, as the Titans are rallying an offensive stand here against the Colony Cougar defense. However, just took a false start penalty, moved them back 5 yards, and they've got 2nd and 10 from the Cougar 28, and the Titans now are going to have an opportunity to talk about it before they come back out and try to run this thing over the Colony Cougar defense again.
But they're in 4-down territory. I don't see them settling for a field goal. So Cougars got to play tough, got to keep going.
Cougars need to come up with a big 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down play.
Yes, for sure. Or a big turn. I took a turnover.
Cougars this game have been plagued with penalties. They've turned the ball over. It's just they just have not had a good showing. The last two outings have not looked as good as the first two, and they've got to turn the tide here, reverse this trend. It's not good. So the Titans take the field here. 12 minutes to go in this contest. Your Colony Cougars lead by 1 possession, 28-21. Snap is away. They're going to hand it to the tailback. He comes back to the left. He bounces around, but he's tackled. Picks up about 3, I think.
Yeah, that was
They're
good
going to give him
penetration.
1.
That was good penetration there by the Cougars, and he tried to cut back, and nothing but Cougar jerseys there to make that tackle.
Picks up 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. As the Cougars come up big on defense there. That could have been a whole lot worse. And the Titans now are going to try to figure out a solution here to get this ball in the end zone, trailing 28-21 as the Colony Cougar defense now makes a few adjustments and personnel change. Titans now will spread out twins to the right, single wide out to the left. They'll put the slot back to the right side of the field. Out of the left hash mark, snaps away. Quarterback drops back. He's got a man open in the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. And the Titans now within 1, 27-28 with 11:09 to go in the ball game. And the Titans now have that guy was wide open. Garnett.
Yeah, I want to say it was a busted coverage because neither safety came over to cut him off. Somebody has to know that that's their man.
So the Titans will line up for the PAT. Both teams have been perfect on that tonight. And the Titans will put that one up through the eye of the needle, and it'll be a tie ball game here as your Colony Cougars give up another 6 on the Centennial Titans here in Memorial Stadium, Frisco, Texas. This one's tied up with 11:09 to go, folks. You're missing a good ball game here in Frisco, Texas. 28-28, your Colony Cougars now are going to take a kickoff and see if they can't bring this, get up on the Titans one more time here with 11 minutes to go. It would be nice if we could score and burn a little bit of time off the clock other than, call it 2 or 3 seconds. Whatever it takes Mr. Gonzalez or Miles Price to run the length of a football field. We'll see. Longer than 4? Well, there you go. So the Colony Cougars now taking the field as they get ready for the kickoff here. And this team, Garnett, to me, they seem flat. I don't believe either team really has momentum. It just seems kind of a, I don't know, just not a really motion-charged ball game right now. Seems both teams are a bit flat, although Titans obviously are executing a little bit better than the Colony Cougars, but not by much. And the Titans now come out to the kickoff. Colony sets up. They're playing real short here. And the Titans come up, and they're going to pooch this one down. And they try an onside kick. Cougars will cover it up at the 50 and end up with excellent field position for this drive. And the last time they ended up with this type of field position, they went 3 and out. So let's see if they can improve on that in this drive. So the Cougars now will
you can actually say they have horrible field position because they started at the Titan 40. They ran a couple of back. So it's like this is horrible field position for them.
Yep. So 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. The Cougars come out, trips to the right, wide out to the left, out of the shotgun. Mikey Harrington will take a pause. Readjust his squad. Snaps back. Harrington will hand it off to Wesley, and Wesley's going to bounce around. He might have picked up 3 or 4 on the carry. Let's see where they spot this thing. He's going to give him 3 on the carry. Yeah, looks like 3. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun again. And Harrington will step back, reposition Wesley to the left. Snap is away. They're going to give it to Wesley off the right side. He gets into a hole that's clogged and bounces back to the left. He'll pick up about 2 on the carry down to the Titan 45. And it'll be 3rd and 5 from that spot. And Cougars now will line back up. Twins either side. Harrington looks to the sideline again. Harrington back in the shotgun. Wesley to his right. Snap is away. Steps back, looks downfield. He's got Miller, and Miller just can't put a handle on it. And that was well-thrown ball right to Miller's hand, and he didn't catch it.
Yeah, he put one hand up instead of putting 2 up.
Miller should have had that in his grasp. That was right there. Excellent throw by Mikey Harrington, and Miller just didn't put a handle on it. So the big Colony will come out. They'll go for it with 4th and 5. On the flea flicker, reverse around the right side. And well, they might have picked up the first. Oh, they fumbled it.
No, he was down by contact.
Miles Price on the reverse comes around the right side, picks up the first down, loses the ball on contact, and they'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for the Colony Cougars, and they're still in this thing. 9:31 to play, even at 28 here in the Memorial Stadium in Frisco, Texas. Harrington out of the shotgun. He pauses, looks to the sideline. He's got trips to the left at the numbers, single wide out to the right. From the right hash mark, they'll move Wesley to the left side. Harrington will take the snap. Play action fake to Wesley, and they get clogged up. And did Harrington drop that football?
I think he did.
Harrington drops the football on the mix-up with Wesley, and they turn it over to the Titans again. And the Colony Cougars are struggling here to stay on the field. And Titans now have clearly a momentum shift here in this ball game to the Titans, who, by the way, are at homecoming. And, man, oh, man, this is turning ugly here for the Colony Cougars. This defense needs to come out and get off the flat side, come out here with some emotion and play with some emotion and shut this offense down. 9 minutes to go here in the ball game. The thing's even 28-all, and the Titans have the football on their own 40-yard line. Colony Cougars trying to figure this out. Snap is away, handed off the tailback. He rambles out to the left side, and he's brought down at the 46-yard line. He'll pick up a 6. as the Colony Cougars still struggling to find a solution for the big tailback. And the Titans continue to run the football as the Colony Cougars. Somebody hurt. We got a Cougar down. That is not good. And I can't. The trainer's in my way. I can't see a number. Can you see one, Garnett?
Nah, I can't see.
I don't know, Garnett. They've got to find a solution to penetrate that line and shut that kid down. He doesn't look all that hard to bring down, even though he's a big guy. I mean, they've arm tackled him at the legs now like 3 times in a row, but the problem is yeah, just grabbing him with their arm and bringing him down. It's not a real big thumping hit, right? They're just kind of basically tripping him up, and so he's yeah. Does he have the potential to run over you? He does, but at this point in the game, he's getting tired. Everybody's getting tired, so I think bringing him down is not the problem. You got to get to him is the problem, and they're putting up some pretty formidable blocking there on the edge to get him sprung and making things difficult. So the Cougars get their player off the field, and now we go back to action here.
Yeah, it looks like that was just a cramp. They stretching him out, give him some fluid.
Out of the shotgun and the slot back to the right. And now they'll reposition to and put a man in motion across the left side of the set. They'll throw it to the flat behind the line of scrimmage. Flea flicker down the left side. And the Colony Cougars pick it off, and it's intercepted at the Cougar 37-yard line. Flea flicker picked off at the 37-yard line of the Colony Cougars, and the Titans will turn it over on the razzle-dazzle here, and that was probably not the right thing to call.
I can't believe they were trying to outsmart themselves there. That's going to be Cougars' ball.
Why they didn't just keep running the horse down the field, I do not know, and I'm glad they didn't. And the Colony Cougars take over 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line with 8:28 to go. So offsetting laundry on either side of the ball. Both teams probably getting tired, getting heated. And here we go. Twins on either side. Harrington out of the shotgun. Wesley to his right. From the right hash mark, Harrington will pause and get a redo for the play call from the sideline. Wesley will stay on the right side of the set. Out of the shotgun, Wesley tries to pick up the block. Thrown to the edge, and it's caught. And Miller will manage to get out of bounds at about the 48-yard line.
There's going to be a hold on
on
the Cougars. I think either the interior of the line or the running back, somebody was holding.
It was Wesley. Wesley hit the hole, and that kid was about 3 times his size, and he just hung on to him.
Yeah.
So that'll cost them 10. That'll move them back, and the Cougars once again trying to get things uncorked, and they shoot themselves in the foot. It'll be 1st and 20 from their own 22-yard line. And, man, oh, man, the Cougars have got to get this penalty situation under control here. And snap is away. Harrington throws across to Miller. Miller on the run on Miller. Let's see what he can do. And he's tripped up at the Titan 41-yard line, brought down at the 42. How do they – oh, man. Forget it. Spotted at the Titan 38-yard line. We got another flag on the play. Another hold. That's going to
– false start.
Oh, is it a false start? So it'll only be a 5-yarder. So it'll be 1st and 25 from the Colony Cougar 22-yard line now, and the Cougars cannot run a clean play. Unbelievable. So the Cougars come up to the line of scrimmage, same set, trips to the left.
That's 2
Miller
big plays
to the right.
there.
2 big plays called back on penalties. They're going to throw it to the outside to Miles Price, who tries to dance around and get loose. Can't do it. And he'll pick up about, I don't know, what's that look like, 5 or 6 on the play maybe? He'll bring it up to about the Cougar 28, 29. See where they spot it.
And
Spotted at the 29-yard line.
I've been smart there. We almost got another personal foul there. Some blocking done after the play was over with.
2nd and 18 from the 29 as the Cougars come up to the line of scrimmage, making things difficult for themselves. They'll move trips to the right side from the left hash mark. Lone wide receiver to the left. They'll move Wesley to the short side. Snap is away. Harrington will pitch it out to Wesley on the outside. Wesley picks up about 6 or 7 on the carry, and that'll bring him down to 3rd and what does it look like, about 3rd and 13. And Cougars have a big 3rd down. Trips to the right from the left hash mark out of the shotgun. They'll take a look at the sideline. Snap is away. Harrington steps back. He looks downfield. Rifles one across the middle to Miles Price, who turns around, breaks loose, and it's a track meet down the side of the field as Price.
Oh my goodness!
Scampers to the left.
Did you see the move he put on him? Oh my goodness!
So Price down the left side of the field puts a move to the outside. The defender turns, and Miles cuts back to the right. Then the second defender, he comes up to him and then backs off, almost backpedals off of him, and just outruns him to the goal line. So Miles Price puts one in for the Colony Cougars as they go up 34-28 with 6:39 to play. And the Cougars will set up for the PAT. The snap is away. Alberon makes the kick up, and it looks good as Alberon is perfect on the night, as is the Titan kicker. That takes us 28-35. Your Colony Cougars lead the Centennial Titans with 6:39 to play. And Garnett, the defense has got to come to play in this series.
Well, yeah, because, man, I mean, as bad as it's gone, you know, the Cougars are in charge of this football game.
Well, they definitely have got a big momentum shift right now.
You know, yeah, I mean, and the refs were trying to hold them back, and kudos to the offense for hanging in there tough, and a great run and finish there by Miles. He's been doing it all season. That's why he's one of the top receivers in the area right now. If you check your Dallas Morning newspaper, you can see that he's leading in some of the receiving categories this year.
Well, the big problem is, though, Garnett, is they were. You say the ref shot him in the foot, but at the end of the day, you got Miller false starting once. You got Wesley with a big hold on the edge. They've got to play cleaner.
And the thing is, coming at the
back. And I'll tell you what Wesley's got to learn to do. He's in the box. He needs to chop that guy on the edge.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. You got a dude coming. I mean, what's Wesley? He's 5'0", right? You got a guy off the edge here that looks like he's about 6'4", 6'5". That's a perfect chop block inside the box. It's legal. That's what he needs to do. He needs to come out there and chop that guy. But he's keeping his feet. I don't know why, and needs to make the block. Kickoff coming up. Here it goes, and it's out. Kicked off to the left side.
Out of bounds. Don't go out of bounds.
And it goes out of bounds, and the Cougars now will get penalized on that little fun thing. It goes out at the 6-yard line, 7-yard line, looks like. So they'll pick up the penalty on the.
They'll probably have to re-kick that.
I don't know. I don't know if
you don't get the.
Or not.
Or do you get the 5 yards from the 25? Should it be at the 30?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not sure I would re-kick that. I think I would go ahead and just take it at the 30.
And I'm sure you're going to get some dose of some running here. So what I'll do is I'll slant into that hole, and I know he's running backside. I'm slanting backside, and I'm bringing my linebacker up to fill the outside hole that he's trying to cut back into.
So Titans out of the – oh, my goodness. Big hit by the Colony. Oh, the ball is still loose.
I think the Cougars got
it. Cougars picked it up. It gets bounced around and knocked around and kicked around, and it gets kicked all the way back to the Titan 9, where the Cougars fall on it. The Titans just ran out of players chasing the football.
I can't believe they
my gosh.
Passed the ball there, and he got blasted.
He got blasted by somebody and coughed up the football. Big, but we just said the defense needs to come to play, and they did. Big play on the quarterback, coughs up the football, and the Cougars come up big at the 9-yard line of the Centennial Titans. And now your Colony Cougars in the most difficult spot on the field, first and goal from the 9.
This is
horrendous
huge.
performance from the red zone, and here we go. Colony Cougars come out. Can they score from the red zone here and put this thing up in a two-possession ball game? They line up out of the shotgun. Snap is away direct to Miles Price. Miles keeps it around the edge. He gets to the edge, turns it up the field to the 5, to the 1, goes out of bounds at about the 1-yard line, I think.
Oh, no, they got a
Oh,
touchdown.
they gave him the touchdown. Miles gets it in. He must have leaned in with the ball or something. And Price crosses the plane, puts 6 on the board. Your Colony Cougars lead 28-41.
And I'm going to go back
with
to
6:21 to play. And holy cow, the Cougars leaked in this thing out by 2.
So if you go back to that turnover by the Cougars, what they've been doing was they were running on the backside with that running back, right? Cougars run a stunt on the backside, catch them off guard there.
Alberon lines up for the PAT. Snap is away. It's low. Alberon gets it up, though, and it's up and good. Is Alberon perfect on the night? Takes this thing 28-42. Your Colony Cougars now make it a 2-possession game with 6:21 to go. And the defense needs to come up big again, Garnett. Needs to shut this thing down. I think they finally swung the momentum, but I'm gonna give props to the Centennial coaching staff. They have done an amazing job of keeping this team up when things are going wrong for them.
Right.
They just have. This whole coaching staff is on fire down there, and they've done a great job of doing that.
It's homecoming, man. It's cheerleaders are cheering, band is playing.
I get it. But that's still, you take the wind out of their sails, and it's a different ballgame.
And that was a beautiful adjustment there. Playing cat and mouse, beautiful adjustment there by the Cougars coaching staff. Caught Centennial at their own game and was able to get a turnover there. As the Centennial's been running that play all night, and the Cougars dared them, made an adjustment, and caught them at the right time.
So the Cougars will come out with a kickoff. We'll see what they do here. Centennial sets up with deep backs. One at the 10, one at the 15, one in the middle of the field at the 15. Cougars will set up for the kickoff. Alberon looks like he's going to bust this one down the field, but who really knows? He lines up like he's going to try to kick it to Allen. Here we go. Team comes up. Kick is away. Kicks it down to about the 10. It's caught clean, and the return man is on the run. Here he comes across the right hash mark, across the left hash mark. Got room to run, brings it down to the 30.
That's got to be holding.
And he's brought down at the 30. And, oh, my goodness, the Centennial number 27 loses his stuff at about the 20-yard line. Looks like he's going to get rung up for a hold on the return. About time Centennial takes a penalty, and that'll push him back a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to take him back to the 20-yard line. And let's see if Cougars can keep that adjustment. I like that. I mean, he had to offensive
back
guy
about the 15.
Yeah.
So it's going to take him back. It'll be Centennial 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Another great opportunity for the Colony Cougar defense to come up big against this offense. Shake the tree and make that ball come loose again.
You smack him here in this game.
So the Colony Cougars lining up now. Quarterback's got to be a little gunshot. And it's handed to the big tailback. Oh, the tailback busts through, and here he goes. We're off to the track race past the 50.
Oh.
Quit trying to knock the ball loose and get him down.
Yeah, he tried to, and I think he's hurt.
Taylor finally knocks him out of bounds at the Colony Cougar 25. You cannot be trying to knock that ball loose. You got to tackle him. And Gonzalez, with his antics, ends up either a cramp or a twisted ankle or something. And looks like a cramp. You'd think at this point in the season these kids wouldn't be cramping like this. Somebody's not drinking water during the day. And the Colony Cougars give up a big play right up the middle of the field, and the big tailback goes on a scamper down the left side of the field, and the Colony Cougars cannot bring him into tow.
Yeah, they tried to go safe there on that play since they had the 2-touchdown lead. I wouldn't go safe on here.
I wouldn't go safe
you
either.
You got to come back and you got to play hard. You got to keep the momentum going.
You got to keep your foot on their neck. Cougars up 28-42 with 6 minutes to go. The Titans just pulled off a big play to bring it down to the Colony Cougar 25-yard line. 1st and 10 as the Titans now come onto the field. Gonzalez will have to go off with the cramp.
Well, and it's that time of year where the weather's changing.
Yeah, we dropped a whole 10 degrees today, you nut job. So Gonzalez walks off the field, and I'd run it at that left side now. Your starter's gone. Well, let's see what the Titans do. Here they go. They line up. They got the horse in the backfield.
No, they got the scat back in now.
So the Cougars come up to the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Snaps away. They're gonna hand it to the tailback again. He's coming off around the short side. He's dropped at the 20-yard line. Pick up a 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the Colony 20. And Titans still unable to stop that running game of the Titans. I would like to see him try to throw the football again. But they're going to put twins on either side of the field from the shotgun on the left side of the hash mark. They're going to put the tailback to the short side of the set. Snap is away. They're going to hand it to him off the right side. He gets snagged at the line of scrimmage, powers forward for another 2 or 3 yards. He's going to pick up 3 on the carry.
Well, the defender coming from the backside tackles him forward where the other guys were holding him up, trying to tackle him backwards.
Down to the Cougar 20,
giving him
17.
another yard. Big play here, big play.
And your Colony Cougars now, snap is away. They're going to hand it off to the tailback around the left side. Whoa, that was a crazy block. And and they'll be just short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1 from the Cougar 11. 4:42 and counting. And the Titans now coming out on the field, going to try to get this thing in. And
what almost looked like that was a blindside block.
They're going to hand it to that stud and let him try to run around the short side. Here we go. Sure enough, here he goes right up the middle of the field. He's brought down at the hash mark, but he's going to pick up the first down. It'll be Titan first down from the Colony 19. 4:21 to go. And your Colony Cougars lead 42-28 over the Centennial Titans. Clock running, 4:15 left in this ball game. Titans take the snap, play action. They're going to hand it to the big guy again. He's going to run it up to about the Colony 20 to Colony 12, and he's met by a whole host of defenders there. Smothered. 4:01 clock running. Titans down by 2 possessions, and they're going to try to put this thing in quickly, running a quick-paced offense here. Out of the shotgun, twins on either side, tailback
Watch
to the
the
left.
wide side run.
Here we go.
That's got to be
to the
false
screen.
start.
Here we go, and boom, caught on the screen, and he's brought it down to about the 12-yard line again. Back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 8 from that spot.
Got another Cougar
down. Hate to see that, especially, that certainly stops their offense from
trainers
running
getting
quick
their
offense, doesn't it?
Trainers are getting their workout in this quarter. Man, and you do hate that because that gives them a free timeout it's a 3rd down. I mean, they're probably going to go for it on 4th down, but, man.
Well, but what it does, though, Garnett, is it also slows down their offense because they were running a quick trigger, and that gives the Colony defense time to kind of regroup here a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he got twisted up making that tackle there.
Well, there was like 4 or 5 of them piling in on that deal, so no telling what happened. So the Titans now bringing the football down the field. It's 3rd and 8. Big 3rd down for the Titans. Colony Cougar defense needs to come up with a big play here. 3:36 to play in the ball game. Your Colony Cougars lead 28-42 in this barn burner here down the stretch. As your Cougars now putting up a fight here against the Titans, and the Titans are not going down quietly. So the Titans come up on the field here, up to the line of scrimmage. Who is that, number 44? What's his name?
Kyer Warner.
Warner comes off the field, kind of banged up, but he's coming off on his own.
Yeah, a little gingerly holding at the back.
But
let's hope he can get out and
rub a little dirt on it over there, put it back in the ball game.
Get back in. Put some.
They bring the dirt, man, from the Colony.
Put some icy hot on there. You'll be ready.
That high quality dirt. So. So the Cougars now come up to the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down for the defense here as the Titans line up in a power I. Out of the shotgun, twins on either side. They put a man in motion across the set to the right side. Snap is away. They'll hit it to the flat. It's caught. at about the 7-yard line.
It's not nearly enough for
fourth down. It'll be 4th and 3, I think.
Yeah. You know they're going to go for it
from
again.
the 8, and the Titans now 3:13 clock running, couldn't get out of bounds. They're going to set it up, and we got a big 4th down here for the Colony Cougars to be 4th and 4 from the 8-yard line. And the Titans now put trips out to the right, spread them out across the field, single wide out to the short side from the left hash mark, and somebody's going to call a timeout. Who called that? TC. So TC is going to talk about it. And and
2 minutes and 52 seconds left.
2:52 of exciting Texas high school football here, as your Colony Cougars lead 28-42 in the Frisco Memorial Stadium here in Frisco, Texas, against the Frisco Centennial Titans.
You know, for being down 2 scores, they don't seem to have a lot of interest in speeding this game up.
Oh, they were. I mean,
well, they were, but then all of a sudden they slowed
down. Yeah.
To look the play over, you know, check with the coach, and instead.
But this is a big down right here, so you want to make sure you get it right.
And this one I get.
Yeah.
But it's like they've had a whole series of them.
Yeah.
They just didn't have any really interest in being quick.
That's true.
And they've burned 4 minutes off the clock.
Yeah.
Since they got the ball.
Yep. No doubt about that.
Right, and you know, if they do score, you know they're going to be doing an onside kick.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're thinking is, right?
Yeah.
We've done it 3 times. Our odds are in our favor. We're going to recover one. So they're going to come up here. They're going to come up here. 3 wideouts to the right. Spread them out across the field from the left hash mark. Single wideout on the left numbers.
Let's go Cougars.
And the Cougar defense, big stand here. 4th and 4. Drops it to the – oh, nice catch.
I think he fell down before he got the –
And they're gonna give him the first down. They're going to spot it at the 4-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 4.
Looked like he fell down
with
before
2:45 to go as the Titans now stay alive in this drive. Heck of a catch by that receiver. And they're going to spread them out again. They're going to hand it to the tailback right up the middle of the field. And, oh, my goodness, we're going to get a false start against the Titans, going to push them back 5 yards. Colony Cougars have got to be loving this. With first and 15 with 2:33 to play, 28-42. Your Colony Cougars lead for the first time, actually second time in the ball game against the Frisco Titans. Here we go. Snap is away. They're going to hand it to the tailback up the middle of the field. He's going to run like a wild maniac up the middle of the field down to the 4-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 3. And 2:17 clock running with 42-28. Your Colony Cougars lead. 2:12. It's still running and the lollygagging around here. And I'd hand it to him again. Snaps away. They're going to do just that. Hand it to him, and he's going to be brought down at about the 3. Oh, he's still on his feet. Are you kidding me? It looks like a big scrum down there.
They had him stopped, and I don't know why the ref didn't blow the whistle.
Well, because if you let him stay down there and buck long enough and the rest of his team comes up behind him and starts pushing, he gets momentum again. So they're going to spot this thing at the 1-yard line. Why did they stop the clock? Why did they stop the clock?
Okay.
That ain't right.
Yeah, there you go.
1:47 to play. Titans knocking at the door from the 1-yard line. I give it to the horse again. Sure enough, they do. Nope, pass it to the flat. Boom! And he tags him in the end zone. And the Titans score. That brings us within 1 possession here of the Colony Cougars. And the scorer can't figure out how to work the scoreboard. So it'll be he put the points on our side of the board. So it'll be 34-42 as your Colony Cougars up by 1 possession. You know the Titans are going to come out with an onside kick. And PAT's on the field. Kick is up, and it looks good. And so your Colony Cougars lead 42-35 with 1:39 to go in the contest. All the team has got to do, Garnett, the Titans only have 1 timeout. You move the chains 1 time, this thing's over.
You don't even have to move it 1 time.
Yeah, you do.
Got to move it 1?
Yeah, they got a timeout.
They got a timeout.
So you got to move the chains one time. Do you want me to give you the stats on that?
Well, you got to at least get the onside kick here first, because you know it's coming.
You know the onside kick's coming. Absolutely. This is an onside kick. The Colony Cougars need to put their big hand guys up front and do whatever you got to do, but do not try to catch this football and run it.
Right.
You stink and fall on it, cover it, do whatever you got. And in fact, the guy standing next to the guy that's about to field the ball, they need to knock the snot out of whoever's coming in, right?
I don't know. I saw that the other day. Who was that in the NFL? Tried to do the onside kick and caught it and scored a touchdown.
Oh, no. Well, here we go. It's going to be an onsider, and you know it's going to the right side, and the Colony Cougars are going to call a timeout. Why would they burn a timeout here?
Make sure they got everybody said right. Who's blocking and who's getting the ball?
Well, they couldn't have done that in the first
Well, they did.
little,
They just
little
want
timeout they got there?
they want to see which area the ball was coming.
So here we go. We're going to line it up again here in just a minute.
Because he could also do one of them soccer back kicks, you know, and kick it back. So got to make sure both sides is ready to go.
Garnett, I don't care if he kicks it forward, backwards, or sideways. It's got to go 10 yards.
Got to go. I know, but you got to make sure everybody's ready.
So Tricky, the kicker, is going to try to do a triple backflip kickoff here for the onsider, apparently, according to Garnett. Fake out our receiving team and recover the football. Now, they've tried, 3 times tonight for an onside kick?
Got to make sure somebody can get back, too, if they do kick it deep.
So here we go. They're lining up, and they're lining everybody up short here. Why are they doing that? All you got to do is pooch it over our receiving team.
Good hands.
Wait a minute. Is that even legal? Can you break a huddle and kick the football like that? You got to have your team spread out across the field. Not in high school. NFL you do. In college you do.
I don't think you do.
You do.
They broke the huddle, turned around.
They got to have 50% of their guys on either side of the football.
Well, they could. It doesn't mean you have to be spread out.
I don't know about that. Well, it doesn't matter. Colony Cougars have the football. Minute 36 to go. They got to move the chains one time. They cannot sit on their laurels here. And they've got it at the Titan 49-yard line. First down, Colony Cougars, and here we go. It's going to be another exciting finish to a high school football game here tonight.
They're going to kneel already?
What?
No way.
Coach, do the math. They've got a timeout, Coach.
Then they're going to call it.
Our coaching staff is
Their coaching staff.
He's not going to call it.
what? What is going on? Have I forgot how to play the game of football here? Oh my gosh!
He didn't call
There
it.
is no way the Titans are going to give this thing up with a timeout in the bag. No way! Oh my! This is not believable. They just tried to kick an onside kick, and now they're going to hand the win to the Colony Cougars. It's your homecoming, guys. Come on now, make this a football game.
It is a football game. We won. That's all that matters.
No, they're going to call timeout on 4th down, and we're going to be host.
Now they did it.
See? Told you they're not going to hand it to us on a platter. You got to go get it, guys. Oh, my gosh. So the Colony Cougars now are going to have to go 10 yards in a play, basically.
No, because all they can do, they still going to have 9 seconds left. They can run out the clock.
No,
'Cause it's
the
3rd down.
The ball is not going. They're not going to start the clock until they snap the football.
Right, and then the play clock will start, right? It's 40 seconds.
25.
No, 40-second play clock. It's 25 right now. After the play, it's 40 seconds.
I don't know, man.
So they're only going to have 9 seconds left. And the collie can call a timeout and kick the ball. They're going to have to go. They're still going to have to go.
You don't want them to go. You don't want them
But
to get the
they're only
football
going to
back.
get the ball back with 4 seconds left. Even if they
Don't
punt
give
the
them
ball.
the football. 4 seconds enough to win this ball game.
Yeah, but you don't want to turn over right here.
Garnett, come on now.
It's,
Garnett, you don't win footballs by playing conservative football.
hey.
Run the freaking thing. Give it to Price and let him scamper up the sideline.
He's gonna take a knee here. It's
Oh
gonna go
my
40
gosh.
seconds off
This
the
is
clock.
killing me.
That's a penalty right there. That's a penalty on the defense.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say we're going to feel real dumb here if we lose this ball game with 2 seconds to go.
What? How you waving it off?
Oh, he was calling it on the sideline, and they waved it off.
Now he wants his 9 seconds back, or his 3 seconds back.
Andy's going to get it.
Oh man, this is painful to watch. So we are waiting on the whole fiasco to unfold here. With 46 seconds to play, they're going to put 3 seconds back on the clock to bring it to 49.
There it is. And back to 1.
Third down, the Cougars will drop back and
now the play clock
and
is
kneel it
start.
down. Play clock is going to start up here.
So there's a 5 seconds difference.
Yeah.
And the Colony, all they have to do is they're gonna call timeout, and then they're gonna punt the ball, and then the game's gonna be over with.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth if they run this punt back.
They're not gonna run the punt back.
Okay. All right. This is the dumbest way to spend a minute 34 of a ball game and try to win it.
No, well, what happened was he should have immediately called the timeout.
Especially when you got it at the 49-yard line.
That was Frisco's.
Going to run for 5 seconds. They get 2.
They got one play.
That was not good.
Stupid play.
That was not.
So now, okay, so for those of you folks listening, we just are going to give the football over to the Titans at the Colony Cougar 34-yard line.
He should have thrown it. At least it would have been incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it would have taken some time off the clock in the air.
Well, we only needed 2 seconds.
So we got 2 seconds to play. The Cougars are going to hand the ball over to the Titans at the Cougar 33-yard line. 2 seconds to go. Titans are going to get one play off here, and the Cougars are going to play conservative defense. They're going to let their stud run down the field. We're going to flip this thing around like willy-nilly, and we're going to play lateral all the way down the field, and let's just hope that somebody tackles somebody with the football. What you're going to see right now is high school football turned into smear the guy with the football. They've lined up, trips to the left, up. Timeout Colony. So the Colony's going to burn their last timeout. How is there just 1 second?
No, they're gonna put a second back on the clock. And see, I would have called a timeout right there. Let it run down. Call timeout. Kick the ball away. Your 5 seconds is gonna run off.
So the Colony Cougars now have dug a hole for themselves. It's 1st and 10. Essentially, it's 1st and goal from the Colony 33-yard line.
Well, even if they didn't call the timeout, if he would have run backwards 3 seconds and then thrown it just as far as he could throw because nobody was downfield,
That's true.
it would have taken a second at least, and we wouldn't have given the
Yeah,
ball.
but he can't do it because then that'd have been intentional grounding. So he's got to throw it.
Well, but I mean,
So why are we playing prevent in the end zone? Guys, just newsflash, if they put it in that part of the field, it's over. So the Titans line up, trips to the left from the right hash mark. They're going to throw it to the flat. Got plenty of time to run. Here he comes. He's going to lateral it back. He's waiting, dancing around. Colony Cougars are chasing. It's lateral to the quarterback. Quarterback has it. He's running around, and he's tackled finally. Oh, my gosh, to an end to the ball game. The Colony Cougars come out by the skin of their teeth once again for the second week in a row. 35-42, your Cougars come out victorious over the Centennial Titans. And they're going to have to make sure there's no fights break out here at this homecoming game. They got the two sides separated, so all's well in Frisco, Texas. And congratulations to the Colony Cougars, who tried to give one away tonight but were unsuccessful with 2 seconds to play. Your Colony Cougars come away with a win, 42-35.
I'm gonna say they
over the
ain't gonna try to give
Centennial
it away.
Titans.
I thought they played
They
hard.
tried to give it
They
away.
did not try to get the game
They
away.
tried to
they
give
played
it
hard.
away.
Hey, way to go!
I didn't say they didn't play hard, Garnett.
Hey,
That last little stanza was awful.
Well, the last play was, but hey, they played hard. And what you're supposed to do when somebody signs you up for homecoming, you go out and win the game, and that's what the Cougars did. They said, hey, don't schedule me on your homecoming.
Look,
that's what they said.
All right, well, we're going to look at the facts here, but I'm just telling you.
The facts is the scoreboard says 42-35.
It does, but I'm just telling you. But if you look at the ball game, you go back and watch the film. We did not outplay the Centennial tonight.
That's what they got film study for, to correct those mistakes.
I hope they do.
What it is a victory in district, and that's all
But congratulations to the Cougars, now 4-0 on the season. And they're on a roll here. It's tough to go undefeated in a season. I don't know if they can pull it off this year, but they're certainly on a good start. They've managed to be able to come out of 2 really tight ball games with a win now in a row. That says something to the character of this team and the ability to come back in a tight pinch, and they did it again tonight. So congratulations to the Cougars.
Wasn't pretty, but
pretty.
A win is a win.
Well, we don't have a thing. You want to play it here? So your Colony Cougars now in the last stanza. Pull it out.
Coming on to 2, on to 2, on to 2. All right, coming over. Oh, nope, that's the other band.
So the Cougars on a squeaker tonight. Didn't play their best first half of the season. Managed to come out in the second half. Come up big on the defensive side of the ball. I got to give props to the defense tonight. They played very well down the stretch. And the Cougars come out with a win. 7 over the Titans tonight. And a big homecoming game for the Titans. Always fun to spoil a homecoming. Those of you listening.
Yeah.
Those of you listening to us, we're at home next week. It is our homecoming. Need to be there, support these kids at homecoming, and let's see if we can't get a win at our own homecoming game next week. Who are we playing next week? I forgot to look at the schedule. And we're going to let you listen to the school song here. I'm Jeff Green, Garnett Powell in the booth. We got Wes Bledsoe on the board, our Emmy Award-winning producer, with our cameraman, JR, and Kevin on the field. We'll see you next week.